Hello, everyone, and welcome to another one of our fantastic advisor Q&As. I'm here today with two of my great colleagues, but first of all, don't forget you can comment below at any point. If you have any questions, do let us know, and we can answer them live. So I'm here with two fantastic colleagues from our advisory team. Do you guys want to introduce yourselves?
Hi, I'm Simran Marwa, student advisor at OK Student, and this is my amazing colleague.
Hi, I'm Aman. I'm again a student advisor at OK Student.
And you guys are both in India right now, right?
Yep.
Yes, we are right now in India.
So, where do you both live so the viewers can have kind of a sense of where we're talking about?
So since today, like this is the time of Durga Pujas and Navratris, I come from the place which celebrates Durga Puja in the most exciting way in the world. So I come from Kolkata. So maybe you could hear some background music during the
Yes.
live session, and that's because people out here compete on who's gonna have the better music and the louder music. So that's how it is in Kolkata at this point of time. I really wish I could show you the city around during the pujas, but no, I'm not going out during this.
All right, I am right now in the northern part of India, which is Delhi, basically in Noida, but yeah, it's near Delhi. So, as Aman said, celebrating festivals such as Durga Puja, we do have Durga Puja here as well, but it is more prominent in the south where Aman lives. So, right now in our society, we have Durga Puja, all the statues and idols here. So, we are going to pray them for 4 days now. And after that, we are going to go and how we end it is we put them in water with all due respect, and that's how we all celebrated. And it's like so huge that the idols are as Aman will explain this better. Aman, the height of these idols are so huge as, can you give a measure
Like
in a,
these are multiple stories. Means when we are talking in sense like these are like 2 stories, 3 stories, and then there's
yeah.
this. It's very huge. I can't explain this until and unless you see this. You must not have seen this anywhere around the world. Like this is something different. You will have to experience this to know how it is.
That sounds amazing. But like, there is one thing there that kind of caught my eye, which is that must be quite intense if people are competing to see who has the louder music. It must be super
Yes.
intense.
So it's kind of, what happens out here is there are awards that are given about which is the best Durga Puja. So initially in Kolkata, there were only one awards, and that was Asian Paints. It was the company which used to give that award. So means that was the only one. Nowadays, there are innumerable awards. Like every bundle has wins an award from somebody or somewhat. But initial days, it was just Asian Paints who used to give this awards, and it was super competitive because everyone wanted to win that award. And you can't imagine the amount of money people spend, like the amount of money people spend in building one of the puja pandals. Like every year 2 students can go and study in the UK. So that's the amount of
Yes.
uh, that's the amount that they spend on every puja pandal.
That's literally how we're going to start measuring every single amount of money is two students or one student or three students can go and study in the UK for this amount of money.
Exactly, and that too by paying the international fees. So
Oh
you
my
can
God.
imagine.
That's incredible. What about where you live, Simran? How's it like? Do you celebrate this? You were saying you celebrate a bit less, but that you still celebrate?
Yes, like as I said, it's more prominent in the South. Here as well, we celebrate with all the religion, with all the due ceremonies that are there. But since Aman said there are competition, like who does the best, it does not, I don't think it happens in the North that way. It's more of the religious thing that they have to do it. And there are, I think, more strict, laws in the North in regards to this, I think. Do you think, Aman?
Exactly. So even in Delhi and all those regions, when you see people, the people who are mostly doing Durga Pujas are Bengalis there as well. So I think Simran might agree with that fact that it's
Yes,
mostly
yes.
the Bengalis who go out there and celebrate Durga Puja. So means a Bengali can be equated to Durga Puja in the most perfect balance of equations. Like I would say that. Like,
Exactly.
And how long does this festival last? When are the awards like actually attributed? Like how does all of that work?
so initially, what used to happen was that the puja lasts for 9 days, and then there's Dashera. So that's another festival, but that's exactly on the day when the ninth day ends, which is why for the 9 days they are called Navratris. So Navratri means nine nights. So that's how it is. So that's the basic explanation of what it was. I couldn't have put it better. So
I
yeah, so like that.
agree with
That's
you.
how it is. So means what happens.
Hashtag Aman knows. Aman knows about everything, guys.
So means
Um,
in that sense, I would say again, like what happens is out here, uh, initially people did not go out on the very first day. They used to start going out on the fifth or sixth day and keep it a little low. So which is why they used to give the awards during the fifth or sixth day. But nowadays people start roaming from the very first day. Like people can't control the excitement anymore, and just because it gets a little crowded on the fifth, since the fifth day, so many people prefer going out during the first 4 days. So most of the panels open on the very first day nowadays. So that's how it is, and that's when the awards are given as well.
Oh man, that sounds amazing.
Yeah, you'll have to stay here to experience it. Hopefully, when we are not in the midst of a pandemic, you can actually hop onto a plane and come to Kolkata to see how the Durga Puja is celebrated.
Exactly. Simran, you wanted to say something?
yes, like Aman, I just had a question. Like with the corona situation, are there any regulations right now on the amount of people who can attend at one time?
Exactly. So initially, the Calcutta High Court said that none of the people would be allowed to enter the puja pandals. But yesterday, there was a regulation in which they said that a maximum of 50 people will be allowed into the pandals at one point of time. And there is no way I see how they are going to count that or control that, because I don't know how it is going to be. So I really don't
Hmm.
expect much at this point of time, because the people go crazy. So although you can control the number of people in the pandals, but outside the pandals there's a huge queue, and you
Oh,
can't
yes.
control that.
Yeah, exactly. So it's almost like a second party going on the queues.
Exactly.
So we have a comment here from someone called Manjut. So Manjut is asking how is the festive season in the UK, which was exactly what I was going to ask next. So do you guys want to talk about like what you've experienced in the UK?
Yeah. So means when you talk about the festive seasons in the UK, I think the Indian festivals are not that prominent. So like there are many Indian students and who get along, and the best they can do is they can cook some food and talk to other people, dress in the Indian clothings and all. But altogether, it's not that prominent, because end of the day, it's not India, so you can't be celebrating Indian festivals. So that's how it is. But again, yeah. So what happens is, like in Nottingham, the most of the things that I used to see was that during a festival, a Bollywood night used to be organized for some reason, and everybody used to go and party in the Bollywood night in the name of a festival. And I really found that to be a little weird, I would say, because festivals don't mean going out to a club and dancing your heart out. It's kind of like about the festival, the essence of it. And moreover, what means, as I had a group of Indian friends, what we used to do is, like, suppose means I remember what we did using not Durga Puja, but there is another puja called Saraswati Puja. So during Saraswati Puja, people usually cook these dish called, a means they make a dish out of potato, and then there's puri. So I don't know how to explain puri anymore. Like uh, it's a ball of dough that they fry in oil, basically.
It's a
So
small tortilla. Okay,
so
simple. You can
like
keep it simple.
tortilla is not the correct explanation, but okay, I'll take
Small.
that for now. So means so that's how. So we used to cook that, and means so during Saraswati Puja, I was the one cooking it, and similarly during something festival, somebody else used to cook, and so on and so forth. Like that's how we used to celebrate festivals.
Perfect. And but what about societies? Like we have societies, Hindu societies and Bengali societies at NTU and other universities. Do they arrange festivals?
Simran, do you want to say something about this? Because I
Yes,
know Simran
like
was deeply engaged there.
yes. So what I can say is that in NTU, it's not just one Indian society or a particular whole nation society. There are societies based on even a particular, caste, or you can say religion. For example, we have a Sikh society, we have Hindu society, we have other societies as well. So, whichever, like we had a Gujarati society as well. So, the festivals related to these particular societies, they used to celebrate amongst their own members, which is a really good thing. And always, like, they never said no to anyone who is not a member. Of course, they can be there in the particular whole celebration, but they used to have, used to pay a bit more than what the members used to pay. So, for example, um, Diwali. Diwali was celebrated like we all went to Leicester. The society booked a bus and we all went to Leicester. And Leicester is basically a place where all of India community can be found, to be honest. So it was a huge fair, and it was like we just entered UK and we were still settling in. So what was the main thing is that we got good Indian food, which
And
was
that
the
was the
best.
day of our submission, like the first
Oh my
module
God.
submission. Like
Yes,
I
I
remember,
remember.
even on the bus, I was trying to complete my and submit my assignment. Like it was time for my bus, and I was trying to complete it.
To be honest, I was about to miss my bus and I was just 1 minute before them leaving. So it was like, oh, I'm going to remember this for the rest of my life. Oh, God. But it was
That
fun.
that sounds great. So I wanna raise a comment that we have here, comparing one of the festivals to Valentine's Day. So can you
Oh
guys
yeah.
like clarify this? Can you guys explain this to me?
Okay, so his like Valentine's Day, it was a very new concept in India. Okay, so what Saraswati Puja basically is, so in Saraswati Puja, initially that is when the couples used to go out, like on a date or something. That is how it is there in the Bengali culture again. So like in the Bengali culture, that is how people used to go out, and it was a nice concept initially when Valentine's Day and all that did not exist. So means couples used to meet and go out, and even today like you see that although Saraswati is the goddess of education, but people hardly do the education bit. They prefer going out with their partners more. So yeah, that's how it is.
Oh,
Oh,
I love that. I love that you got like the goddess of education to represent like this highly like
Yeah.
romantic holiday.
Imagine, like that's how it is.
Man, it
Like
sounds super fun. So like, oh, go ahead, Aman. Sorry.
so very often you see like people go to the UK to study and then they find someone. That's how it is. So like you see that's much more prominent in India, like from a very historic time.
Oh, that's really interesting. All right, awesome. And like, so wait, so you said that basically now you're in a festival. It's gonna last for 9 days. Is that right? And then you're gonna go into
So
another one, right?
yeah, that the other one is just for the 1 day. So actually, you can say that it's for 10 days. So it's a back-to-back 10 days festival that we have.
and
Nice.
after 20 days of that, we'll have Diwali, which is like huge all over India. So
Again,
yeah,
yeah.
it's a
This is
whole
the
month.
festival season in India right now.
And what is Diwali? Because I think that's the one that I've heard the most about as like a European person. Like, do you care to explain that to me a bit? I think like basically I do a live with you guys because I want you to explain Indian culture to me. I'm sorry.
That's all right. I kind of enjoy doing that because I feel that expands the knowledge of my culture to other areas as well. There are people who are seeing this maybe around the world and they see this and somebody gets to know something. So that's always nice to tell somebody. And
Exactly.
I would
yeah, so
like to hear about your culture as well, Mariana, because I have very little knowledge about that, to be honest. So yes, I really want to hear about yours as well.
We need to do we need to
Another
do an
way?
inverse one. We need to do an
yeah,
inverse one where I tell
Okay.
you everything about Portugal. But you guys should come over anyway. Like you need to come
yeah.
over so I can show
This
you
Yes,
I
the
was
things.
please.
supposed to come over this year, but damn Corona, like I'm not able to go to Europe.
Exactly. So we have another question here from Manjot asking, what about crackers and sweets? Please explain this to me. I like, yeah.
Okay, so in the UK, like you see in most festivals, Mariana, that the crackers are mostly done by the government or the community there or someone. But in India, during Diwalis, everybody bursts crackers on their own. Like everybody gets crackers to their house, and they go to the terrace or they go to the garden and open space, and they burst those crackers. But out there in the UK, that's not a concept. So
Oh, so
again,
it's like the fireworks things, like the
Yes.
things
yeah,
that
yeah.
you. Oh, that's
So
really
everybody does
cool.
that on their own. And imagine like everybody doing the fireworks on their own. The sky seems lit. So
Oh man, that's amazing.
So does
it's an
the
amazing
pollution,
thing
but
again.
okay.
Sorry.
So does the pollution, but okay.
Yeah.
Simran, the realist, is like, this is problematic.
Yeah,
Oh,
it is kind of like I would not say that it
reality
does not
check.
cause pollution. So yes, it
this
does.
this like this life is full of controversy. I love it. So, and what about the sweets? Do the crackers have like sweets inside of them?
Oh no, not that. So people eat those sweets and then means burst crackers. So that's the kind of thing. So and sweets are readily available in the UK. Like I feel they're easy to get. I was initially concerned because again from where I come, like Bengalis are known as the sweetest people. So although I'm not a
Yes.
Bengali, but again like Bengalis are crazy for sweets and living in Bengal, even I am crazy for sweets and I did not find sweets to be a problem in the UK because I found those to be readily available and they were pretty good. Trust me on that one. Like I really felt those were nice. So yeah, I really like the sweets there.
So you can kind of maintain that tradition, right?
Yeah, the crackers are burst in Leicester by the government or someone I don't know. But again, like you
Mhm.
see the crackers that way, you just see them, you can't burst them. And on the other hand, you can actually eat the sweets because there are loads of shops in Leicester which offer sweets.
Yes.
That's awesome. So,
Yeah.
Mhm.
and like to raise the question here again about COVID is like, do you have any tips for students wanting to celebrate festivals in the UK safely? Can they do this?
Go on, Simran.
Okay. So what I would suggest is that, of course, no festival or religion says you really need to go out in huge numbers to celebrate it. Stay home, be with your loved ones in small numbers, of course, and celebrate it and do your all rituals that you want, is all I can suggest, to be honest. Of course, you'll miss your family, video call them, make it a huge event, like connect India to UK through a video call. That is what I can suggest, must.
I think that's a great suggestion. That's exactly it. I think it's like, yeah, it's a difficult time for everyone. I think now, especially because we're going into like festive seasons all over the world as well, it's going to be like really complicated for people to figure out what to do for Christmas and what to do for all of these other like festive seasons. So, and I know like, and I'm talking about Christmas because that's my culture, but like you guys, what does that look like for you? Because that's Diwali, right?
No, like Diwali is again,
Did
like I told you, it's about sweets and fireworks and mostly diyas. I don't know what are diyas called again. Like they are
clay pots.
clay pots. You put the oil into them and then you light them up. So that's how it is. So that is an explanation of a diya. And again, like means that is how we celebrate Diwali. But again, like Christmas is very different. Like Christmas is you light, there are lights everywhere, and the people are happy, and it's winter a kind of thing. So I would really say that means I was not disappointed because like I in lots of movies I had seen how Christmas is again there like in those countries. So means on that thing I would just say that means the Christmas is pretty good the way I expected it to be, and I really like that. So yeah, I wasn't disappointed. I was in London during Christmas last year and it was amazing. Like
Um,
Awesome.
sorry, just to add to that, basically, Mariana, Diwali is celebrated to symbolize triumph of darkness and good over evil. So that is the main purpose of
Oh.
Diwali that there is. So, but Christmas is that Jesus was born, I think. If I'm wrong, please correct. Yes.
No, 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 no.
So
I
this
think
is the
that's it. I'm not to clarify, I'm not a Christian either. I'm super atheist, but yeah, I think that's why we celebrate Christmas.
yes, yes. I thought there is another reason. Like for us, our festivals have more than one reasons always, I think. So that's why it's mainly that triumph of light over darkness and good over evil is something that we celebrate here.
That's a really cool meaning actually for it. So we have an interesting comment here that I want to raise because apparently Aman was a tour guide and he hasn't told us
Oh
about
yes.
this.
So I told you I know my city really well, and I love going out and meeting new people. That's how I get to meet new people, and I talk to new everybody. So yes, that's how it is. And yeah. So again, coming to that one, North Kolkata's pujas are better anyway. So
So you confirm that there's a battle there, there's a
yeah,
competition there.
come on, North Kolkata's pujas are better. I would say that any day to anyone. Like in the south, I feel
You're
the
gonna,
pujas are overhyped.
man, you're gonna gain a lot of enemies with this live.
No,
Uh,
but see, eventually at the end of the day, I go to the south as well, just so that I can criticize those pujas as well.
Come on.
Oh my God. Thank you, Ranjan, for making us aware that Aman has really, really strong feelings about this. So we have another question here from Manjot asking about Indian clothes, if they're easily available in the UK during the festive season.
Mm, that's a
I
good
carried
question.
Indian clothes. I did
Me
not
too.
shop for them. I did.
Me too. Yeah, actually, to be honest, you can find shops definitely, but you will have to look for them. It's not easily available. But in Leicester, yes, it is. Since it's Indian company, you can find it at once. So yes. Can you hear me? Did you lose
Kind
me?
of, kind of. We lost
Hello?
you there for like half your answer.
I think
Okay.
Simran just said that we
God
get
damn it.
clothes in Leicester. That's if I'm right. That's
Can
the
you hear
only
me
part I
now?
could hear.
Yes, I
Okay,
can hear
perfect.
you now. So what we got was that the clothes you get in Leicester.
Okay, sorry. So what I was saying is like yes, in UK you can find shops, but it is not like easily available. You will have to search, you like simple Google search, etc. And of course, we are here as advisors. We can guide you through it.
Exactly.
As
Guys,
students,
maybe we
yeah.
can write an article about where to find festive Indian clothes on our Medium. Like that would be nice. And like just mention a couple of businesses that sell it all over the UK because we are very based in the East Midlands. So we kind of for us the closest place would be Leicester, but for other people it can be like different places. And I'm assuming
Yeah,
that people who are based in London would have a really easy time in finding these things, right?
exactly.
Mhm.
Like the South Hall regions would be very prominent, I believe.
Like we can
Exactly.
partner up with them so that we take their name in front of our student business.
Thinking, always thinking of business. Here we
See,
go.
that is why the finance brain comes in.
Exactly. So we have a question here from Pratish. Hi, Pratish. How long will the Christmas holidays be in the UK? And will the VFS function in the month of December?
Okay, so like Christmas holidays. When did you go back, Simran? Last year, like 13th, right?
December,
10th or
yes,
13th.
around that.
So yeah,
I'm
around that time because I remember Simran left on the very day we had our university shut down. So I guess after a meeting she left but after right after we had our course rep meeting. So that's how I remember this because she had to leave. So somewhere around that time, 10th to 15th December, and it continues all the way up till like 5th or 6th January. After which everything starts opening up, and
So
most of the
around
things.
3 weeks, kind of, right?
Yep. and most of the things are shut down at that point of time. But again, like yeah, I'm not very sure about the VFS. I think it will be a better thing to contact them. Like even if they are closed during most years, I think they should be open this year because of the higher demands. So just ping VFS and see what they have to tell you about this.
Or
Yeah, I
else we
wonder
can
if
help
we
you
could
out.
find it. Exactly. I wonder if we could find it actually, that if VFS Global is open during December. VFS December. Maybe we can find this.
Yep.
Um, so they did close in. The information that I have is for South Africa, actually. I don't have any information for India. So maybe they don't actually close in India.
Mm-hmm. But we can actually find it out later and get back to you.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. I was super curious. I'm very sorry, guys. I was just very curious. Yeah, you're absolutely right. But yeah, we'll come back to this when we actually have an answer. And in the meanwhile, I wanted to ask you about like if
Oh, I
there
got it.
are,
They are closed
yeah.
on the Christmas day.
All right, cool. So they're closed on Christmas Day. Awesome.
That's it. No
All
long
right.
holidays.
What is your favorite festivals? Like, I want to know.
Uh,
Coming from Kolkata, my favorite festival has to be Durga Puja. Like nothing comes close to that.
What about you,
Mine,
Simran?
okay, that's a tough one because I am like very celebrating person. So I
Yeah,
love
I kind
celebrating
of celebrate
festivals
all the
every small
festivals.
thing. It's a tough one. I need to, okay. I think Holi is my favorite one because, yes, it was amazing. We celebrated it in the UK as well. So it was not the powder color that we generally celebrate here. It was more of the paste colors, the neon glow paints that we used instead of the powder color because, of course, the powder color create a bit of mess everywhere and it's like difficult to clean as well. So we made sure of that they're skin safe, and they are available to all the members of the societies, etc., and whoever was in the party. So that was one of the great things that was about UK that we celebrated really differently there, and without water, by the way. Here
So,
you should.
go
Yeah,
ahead, go ahead, Simran. Sorry.
Sorry, I'm so sorry. So I was just saying here, it is generally celebrated with powder color. People just celebrate whenever they wish happy Holi to each other. They would put color on their face or like head, arms, etc. And it is also celebrated with water. So it's like rain dance, etc. Everything with music on, and yeah, that is the main thing that is the best about Holi.
Oh man, that sounds amazing.
Yes, it's
I
like
know.
Thomasina festival, but with colors.
Like, means you should really see India during the festivals. It's like a completely different mood. Like all this while, you might see people engrossed in all kinds of issues and everything, but somehow during the festival, everything changes. And like, means just to tell you a fact, I was reading this. I just saw this pictures day back, and I saw this one where it was listed that in Kolkata there's a place called Muhammad Ali Park. So Muhammad Ali generally signifies that that's a Muslim park, and that's one of the biggest Durga Pujas in Kolkata. So that really gave me a good vibe about my city because like celebrating one of the biggest Hindu festivals in a Muslim place, and that's how it is. Like people somehow unite during the festivals. Festivals tend to unite people.
That's
Yes.
great. And literally, we actually have a question that correlates exactly with that. Whereas Harmeet has asked, does the UK people also celebrate Diwali with Indians?
Mm, yes, they do. They do. They're more than happy to know about it, and they love the sweets and food, to be honest. They
I
love
know.
it.
See, like you
And
can see
yes.
Mariana, although Mariana is not from UK, like, but again, like the moment we tell her about our culture, and since our culture is so diverse, I generally see most Europeans, Americans interested in our culture. They want to come in, know about things, and it's always nice to have people and you tell them about your culture. and it's amazing right there.
Oh, that's great.
I
And
think,
like, go ahead, Simran. Sorry.
go on. Sorry, I was just saying, like, more than the fact that they want to know about your culture, it is more about they respect it in the fact that, of course, according to me, every particular religion or a place where you are, it is equal, I think. And that is the way they respect it. And they want to come and celebrate it with you. So I think that is much more than just festivals.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
great.
Right.
And
sorry, go on.
it must give such a good sense of connection as well. And especially if you're in the UK and celebrating these kinds of festivals in the UK, it must feel really nice to also have Europeans and UK people who are actually really interested and engaged in it.
Yes, agreed, yes.
Awesome. So I want to ask something that Ranjan here is roasting you today,
What,
Aman.
Ranjan?
He says, ask Aman about Chat Puja. So do you want to tell us about this? What is
Okay.
Tekwa?
So, okay, the thekwa is again, like, it's a kind of dish. I don't know how to explain that, but yeah, like, I mean, people somehow are crazy about it, and I'm not a very big fan of it. Like, it means people, whenever I go out, so basically, I'm from this state in India called Bihar, and Chhat Puja is a festival which actually originated there. But nowadays, people all over India celebrate it. So, I mean, my mother and everybody in my family does that puja. And we,
We got a new hashtag now. New
Lokesh,
hashtag roasting
I'll get back to
Aman.
you. So, yeah, that's how it is. So, I really don't enjoy the tekwa much. I feel it's a pretty normal thing. But somehow, everybody else is crazy about it. They'll keep asking me, like, okay, when are you giving us tekwas? Tell us about it. Like, how do you get
Man,
this?
you can't say that on the live. Imagine if your mom hears you saying that you don't like her cake.
No, so yeah, my mom is kind of in the next to me, like in the next room. So I'm sure she might be able to hear something about it. But yeah, like I tell my mom all the time that it's something that I find very ordinary. Maybe because I get it whenever I want, but for other people, they only find it during Chhat Puja. So yeah, maybe that's why I don't find it to be that exciting or something.
That's privilege right there. You don't know what it is.
Okay,
Oh
I'm getting
man.
you takeaways when I come to the UK because, like,
Yes.
means like, you tell me how it is, and then we'll have that on a live.
Man, that's exactly what I wanted to hear. That's just what I needed to hear right here. Thank you so much, Ranjan, for roasting Aman with us. This live has been great thanks to your like additional insider information here. Um, oh, this has been wonderful. So I wanted to kind of ask like about Holi, to go back to Holi. I feel that like that's actually the festival that I know the most about, but only because it has been so co-opted by Europe. So like for example, here in Lisbon, we have like a happy Holi race, which is like with the powder colors and everything. And like people run and they are like throwing powdered colors at each other, and it's a whole thing. Like, but is this like a good adaptation? Like, what do you feel about this? Like, do you feel this as appropriation, or do you feel like this is a good way of like spreading your culture?
I really didn't know about it. I really am interested in going to
Yeah.
Lisbon in one of the holies now.
Yeah, it's like happy Holi race. It's like really odd. I'll
Wow.
send you some images after this.
Yeah, right. I would really love to see those. It's amazing to know something like that because I didn't know it was celebrated on means somewhere like that in another country. So I really think it's an interesting one.
Oh man, I'm searching up images for it already. Yeah, happy Holi Portugal. Here we go. Festival of Colors. I am going to send to Locus the Instagram so you can put it here. Yeah, but like, do you feel like this is good, Simran? What do you think about this as well?
Um, like celebrating with colors that like are all around. I
Yeah, what
think
I
it
mean
is
is like, how do you feel about like the appropriation of this idea for like European countries, for example?
um I think it is more about like being happy. As long as it is not harming anyone, I think it is good for everyone. Of course, Earth included. Here is my environment side, guys.
Yeah, actually, like that was such a thing a few years ago when they started doing this race, because they were doing it with powders that were really difficult to clean. They were like all over the city for days. And obviously they
That's
had
how
to
it is in
like,
India.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah. So they had
You
to
got a
like
taste
kind of
of India. I'm
renegotiate the
happy.
thing. Yes, I do get a taste of India every single year because of this event. It's quite fun actually. I quite like it. It was one of the reasons why I started running actually. I was like, well, this sounds like fun to like run and throw colors at people.
Wow.
Okay, now
Uh,
we have our plans for Holi with Mariana, guys. Please, everyone in the
Yes.
office.
Yes, please come to
great.
Portugal for Holi. Oh,
Yay.
Like,
it's yeah,
I
go
really
ahead,
feel
Aman.
that's one of the most interesting adaptations that I have heard of a festival. Like, I am really excited. Otherwise, what I knew was like the people in Spain, they celebrate the Tomatina festival, and
Mhm.
that's my only understanding of somewhere that gets close to Holi. But again, like I hear about this, and I'm kind of in a shock state right now.
You need to look at the images after. I sent you guys the Instagram, so you got to look at the images. It's great.
Yeah.
That's great.
Um, so we have another question here from Harmeet asking, are there any temples or any other holy places? And do people go there to worship on Diwali?
Yeah.
Yep, there is. So I'll tell you my experience. Like we went to Leicester, as I said before. So there was a temple. I'm sorry, I do not remember the name exactly, and I don't want to mispronounce it. So there was a temple of Mata Durga, and yes, we went there to celebrate it. And it has all the idols that we generally worship. So, yes, there are temples quite frequently found in all over the UK. And of course, there are other places of worship as well, like Gurudwara. So, yes, I think that is something which is great for an Indian to be there. It gives you that peace of mind. So,
That's
yes.
Yeah.
perfect. That's perfect. Yeah, I was wondering, like, do you feel like that's different? That finding a temple or finding a holy place is more difficult when you're in Nottingham, for example?
I know there's a
Um,
temple in Nottingham. I know that because, like, I have been there. They give away some free food on Wednesdays or Thursdays. I don't remember exactly.
Is that why you went there, Aman?
Yeah, exactly why I went there on
Oh
that
my
day.
God. Free
this is
food.
controversial, guys. God.
We're talking about worship and he's talking about free
Oh,
food.
See, like, as
oh,
everyone knows by now that I am a foodie.
yeah, you are definitely. For a
I mean,
second,
you worship food, basically. You go to the temple and you
Exactly.
worship food.
And the
yeah,
best part is you get free food. So I don't ever want to miss out on a chance of free food.
Exactly, exactly. That's why you're in the global lounge all the time as well, on like
Yeah.
so am I. But I'll not take my stand with Aman on the temple thing. No, sorry.
so Simran, you actually take
Yeah,
advantage of the temple to go and worship, I'm assuming.
yes, I do. I do. I'm like more of a person who gets really good mental satisfaction when I go to a particular temple or even church or any place of worship. So it is not just one particular place that I go. It used to be lots of places of worship. So yes, like
All right,
every
that's perfect.
Wednesday and Sunday.
Do you have a favorite one?
To be honest, it's very okay. I cannot say favorite, but I had one in my reach, like right next to my accommodation. There was a Gurudwara, which is basically related to my own religion.
Sunday
So
12
yes,
a.m. 12 p.m.
yeah. See,
You get
he
free
knows
food.
every place of.
See, like I told you.
God, you missed the Wednesday food then, did you? Are you
Huh?
feeling bad for yourself?
No, I went there on Wednesdays, but again on Wednesdays I had my class. You didn't. I would not be able to go
You
there on
could
a
have told
Wednesday.
me. I could have get it packed, Aman. Oh my god.
I should have told this to you.
Man, this life is all about roasting Aman. That's all we're gonna be doing here.
Oh.
All right, so we actually have a question from Ranjan asking, how do people in Europe feel about Indian delicacies during this festive season? And the second question I can actually answer, like, do they like spicy food? I must say, I'm Portuguese. We travel the world apparently to go and find spices. That's our justification. I don't think it's a good justification because nobody freaking likes spices here. Nobody likes it. So yeah, I think it really depends on the European country, though.
Yeah.
Do you personally like it? Do you personally like it, Mariana?
I don't. I can't.
Okay.
Honestly, I like take a very little amount of spice. I tend to try to increase my tolerance though. So if you guys want to like help me increase my tolerance, I'm more than happy to like go for a ride. I think my favorite like spicy thing is actually lime pickle, which I really like. But it's only
That's
all
because
right.
but it's only because it's like an acidic spice. It's
okay.
like
Okay.
Yes.
yeah, it's so good, man.
Got
It's
it.
so good.
Like, I want to add here, like, there is this misconception. Literally, I've seen this before as well. Um, Indian food, it depends, like, upon person to person, whether they eat this that much spicy or not. Not the whole general Indian food is spicy, to be honest. I think that is one thing I'd like to say about this. You know,
Yeah. Even I don't like spicy food a lot.
me too. I can't eat as well.
Oh my God, are you now betrayers of your culture?
No, it's not the culture. It's not the culture. It's not that the whole Indian food is spicy. No.
I'm
But
joking. I'm
Lokesh
joking.
loves spicy food. You know, do know that, right? But
Oh,
Lokesh, yeah.
Oh
oh,
yeah,
that's great.
so we didn't tell our viewers this, but actually today we have Lokesh doing the management of behind the scenes here, and he's been sending us a lot of messages just throughout this entire live, just giving us so much information. And he's, hi Lokesh, how are you?
Oh, you just came and like, I changed my mind. Come back.
He doesn't like to show his face. So he's saying that he
How much
loves
space they
spicy
have.
food and that South Indian food is spicy. Do you guys agree?
Oh, again, like not much because I don't feel southern foods are that spicy. But again, like there are some dishes that I really like. Means in South Indian dishes, like I like idli, dosa, and the chutneys that go along with it. So like I don't feel those are that
I love
spicy.
rasam. I love rasam, which is spicy, I can say. So yeah, again, it depends on who makes it.
Yeah.
Like, depends on family to family, to be honest, Mariana. It's like so diverse. Oh my God.
Aman, you don't know
Now
anything.
here,
South Indian food is spicy. Come on, dude. Come on.
you
See,
did
that
not
was
want
the
to come and
strategy to
say
bring you
hi.
on screen.
No, no, no. See, like South Indian food is spicy, and in whole India, South Indian food is the only food which is spicy. I must say
Oh,
that.
come on,
Come on.
no.
Come
Hashtag
on.
Aman
Marathis
doesn't
have
know
spicy
anything.
food.
Come on,
Marathis
Lokesh.
have
You
the
just wanted to
spiciest food.
justify
Come on,
yourself.
Oh my God.
Lokesh.
Guys, this is going to turn into a war over here today. All right, so we have another
Fun.
question here from Armit asking, what about Diwali decoration in the UK? Like, where can you find it? How do you do it? All of this.
Leicester. There's only one word. Like Leicester.
Everyone
Go to
goes
Leicester.
there, I think. Sorry, go
Like
on, Aman.
the city is completely decorated with lights, and I really felt it was an amazing feeling to go to Leicester during that time. Like I got I think if I would have worked on my assignment for that day as well, I would have been able to get some better grades. But again, like I was happy to compromise on that since I was able to feel a little bit at home. So yeah,
Yes.
Exactly. I think, yeah. So Lokesh here is saying that you can actually get them from Primark as well.
Yes,
Aman
you
does
can.
not know anymore. Lokesh knows.
yeah.
Lokesh knows.
Hashtag Lokesh knows.
So Primark,
Primark.
guys, Primark will help you with all of your decorating needs. And if that fails, go to Leicester or go to London or go to Bristol, because I think I've seen a few things in Bristol as well.
Or in the end, you can contact Lokesh.
This is
Nice
Aman
one.
being jealous now. Aman is jealous. Oh
Okay,
man,
that
this
can
has
be
been
another
great.
hashtag. Aman burns.
Why do hashtags have to have me? Can't they have Lokesh for once? Like Lokesh is
No.
doing such a fantastic job.
Jealous
Now
Aman.
you
Here
are
we
controlling
go.
all the things out here.
This
Oh
is
man,
fun.
I honestly I feel like this is my favorite live ever. Is like with Lokesh in the background and you two here. This has been amazing because I feel like you guys have like a relationship like really well created. So it allows for this kind of play. It's really fun.
It
Yeah,
is, it
this is
is.
how it is.
So last thing that I wanted to say is mainly like thank you everyone for all of your questions because we've had some really cool comments today. We've talked about so much cool stuff. Like, is there anything that I need to know that I don't know yet or that you guys want to say?
Good one.
Yeah, good one.
Okay.
Like I don't plan for my live sessions that much. I kind of keep it spontaneous because I feel that way it's better. But again, like no ideas.
Okay.
Like tell me Simran. Simran is the one who usually has the idea.
Okay, like whenever there is a festival season, people tend to wear new clothes. So they really spend on their attire. They are so fashionable on the particular festivals that it's like almost a fashion show happening. All the
Like
jewelry,
everybody wears new clothes.
everyone, like
Yeah,
literally.
and what type of clothes are they?
Okay, there are typical like Indian clothes, for example, sari or lehenga or suit. Like these are different attires that you can dress in. Or apart from that, they also wear fusion, which is now trending. So it is Western plus your traditional Indian clothes. So they would wear jeans, and on top they would wear something like Indian blouse with a chunni, etc., or they would wear a top with jewelry. So it is all the fusion that they can think they can do with particular festival. They would do that. They would
Yeah.
decorate their house so beautifully, like everything is lit up. They would decorate it with rangoli. Rangoli is basically like powdered colors. They would make designs with it in front of their homes. And of course, they would light diyas, as Aman said, clay pots all over their house when it's night. And it's like everything is beautifully lit on Diwali, particularly. So, yes,
Yeah.
Oh
So
man,
it's
that
that's
like
the way
sounds
it
and
great.
it's kind of like an informal fashion week that we have in India during all these festival seasons.
is.
That
Yes.
feels like New Year's Eve in like Europe, basically. It's like Fashion Week suddenly coming to town.
Oh, we do that as well. Like we again wear new clothes on New Year's Eve as well. We do everything. Like that's how we are.
You are
Means
like over the top, guys. It's like
I know.
amazing.
Means in India the number of holidays that you have. So like again before this when I was working with HSBC, HSBC used to grant me 35 leaves for the year, and for 35 leaves a year, I feel that's too low for India because if you actually plan just for the holidays, 35 days are gonna go away.
Oh,
Like you won't have a
wow.
single day for yourself. So
That
that's
is
how it is in
amazing.
India. So means like if you see like people go out for Eid, they go out for Diwali, they go out for everything. Like I think I celebrate almost all the festivals now that we are talking about this. Especially, I do realize that I do celebrate almost every kind of festival. Like in Christmas, there's this place in Kolkata called Park Street. So means that has many buildings which were made during the British era, and that's where the means Christmas is really prominent. The streets are decorated and everything's there. So means I do go out to Park Street on that day, have some good food, talk to friends, and then there are people who are decorated. Who decorate themselves as Santa Claus and all those things, and it's
Oh,
really
that's
nice to be there.
nice.
Like there's an entire street that's just there during the Christmas day, and almost the whole of Kolkata is there. I just hate the crowd bit, but I means being in India, you have to adjust to the crowd. There isn't much you can do about it.
I know that's the
Yeah.
part for me that's kind of like lots of people, lots of crowds. I didn't like them before COVID. Now I like them even less. So, last question that we have here from Manjot asking, are there any cultural programs in different universities? So we talked about some societies, right? But you guys know if, because you were saying that in NTU, you have different societies depending on like different parts of your culture and different costs and different all of this. So does this happen in other universities, do you know?
So yeah, there are societies in other universities. Like I have friends who are in other universities, and they have a similar concept about societies as well. So I mean, I think that's a thing for the UK as well. And the moment you see there are some Indians who gather in a place, like although if there is, they don't give them a formal name for themselves as an Indian society or something of that sort, but they do gather up and they catch up. And festivals are mostly about catching up with your friends and your loved ones and like enjoying the time that you have. So basically, that's the concept of festivals. So I think that's how it is. And means if you have there's some friends who are Indians and who go there, and even if you don't have Indian friends, there are people from different cultures that you can tell about your culture. Like maybe invite them over for a dinner or a lunch on that day and tell them about a little about your culture. Cook some Indian food and give them a taste of the Indian food. And like I think that's how it is. You just enjoy your festival that way. Sorry
Perfect.
again
And
for coming back to food. Sorry.
on the foodie. I was gonna ask, is it like fair to mention Global Week here as well? Because I think it's something that is like transposed to several universities. I know it exists at NTU, but we also had it at Anglia Ruskin University, where it's just like people get together to just kind of celebrate each other's cultures, and that, yeah.
So I would like to mention, like, there are two things. One is the Global Lounge, and the other is the Global Week. So I'll talk about Global Lounge first, if that's okay. So with Global Lounge, it's basically a common area where everyone is welcome. And I'm particularly talking about, for example, NTU. They have a Global Lounge, and everyone is welcome there, no matter from what culture, what caste, what religion they are from. So that is in itself a particular cultural program, to be honest. And every Thursday there used to be Aman your topic food of different cultures, and and it used to be really good. And it is not just that if there is like Indian food as the topic on Thursday, let's say, and that was like basically free lunch. Aman, you must be knowing about this.
Yeah, I know about it. I used to go there every week.
Me as
Like,
well,
come
to be
on.
honest. Yeah, of course. I'm not saying anything.
Like, who doesn't go there? I am the one getting roasted, but who doesn't go there? Like,
Sorry,
half
Aman.
of
Sorry.
NTU is there at that point of time.
See, that was the thing I wanted you to say. Half of the NTU is there, irrespective of where they are from. All right. So this was my whole point. Sorry, Aman. I took you as a bait. Sorry.
Yeah, no worries. People
Sorry,
already
But
know that.
Aman.
yeah.
This was very nice, Aman. Thank you for letting us roast
Yeah.
you. And Ranjan has a last comment here
Oh
saying,
God, again.
I was scared if I was gonna get Aman in trouble. Aman is not in trouble, but thank you, Aman, and thank you, Ranjan, for helping us
Thank
roast
you.
him. We love you,
Yeah.
Aman.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah, he's
But it's
he's
always
really
amazing.
amazing. He's really amazing. To be honest, if you need any help regarding your work or your other things in your life, you can always go to him and talk about it. And he's really there to help you out. Always.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
Thanks so much, Simran. Means a lot.
And man, taking from this, I'm also going to say, guys, if you haven't applied yet, if you want to apply to the UK and study, send us an email at info@okstudent.co.uk or fill in the form at okstudent.co.uk/form. if you're having visa issues, if you can't get an offer from a university, if you don't know how to apply, if you just want to know how to survive in the UK, do send us an email, send us your details on the form, and we'll get in touch with you and help you straight away. This is what I wanted to say.
And also like social medias, Mariana.
That's
so that
it.
They can be in touch.
Do you wanna list out our social medias?
Oh, that I'll do next time. I need a proper pitch for that.
All right.
You are the
So
expert.
follow us on all our social medias. We're on Instagram. We're on YouTube. We're on LinkedIn. We're on Medium. We're on TikTok actually as well. We're also on TikTok. It's always at OK_student.
No, Mariana, don't talk about TikTok. That's banned in India.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. So no TikTok for you guys, but we're on Instagram, we're on Facebook, we're on Medium, and we're on LinkedIn. We just don't have a Tumblr for some reason yet, but I think that we should get a Tumblr, but that's just me. Guys, don't forget. Yeah. Don't forget, watch our new series of lives, our applicant lives, which is a home product. So basically what we do is we talk to a few of our students to ask them about what OK Student had helped them with, and if they're having a good experience now that they're going to university, now that they're starting, all of this. So do watch our new live. It's already available on our YouTube. It was yesterday, so do go there. YouTube, that's the one I was missing. Follow us on YouTube as well. And guys, thank you so much to both of you that were here talking to me, and to everyone who's made such amazing comments and who is viewing us today and who was helping us roast Aman.
Sorry, Aman.
That's all right. Come on.
Thank you guys. Oh, last thing, we're still looking for creatives. So if you know how to draw, if you know video, if you know copy, if you want to write for us, send us an email at info@okstudent.co.uk so that we can chat to you and maybe have some of your art with us at OK Student. And now we're actually going. I'm done with all of my PSAs. So yeah. Bye guys. This was a great live. Thank you.
Thank you, Mariana.
Thank you,
It was great.
everyone.
Thank you, Aman.
Bye-bye.
Bye.